Okay, coming back, let's take a look at the response to this. So a core region. Core regions are comprised of fully industrialized, economically powerful nations. These nations have well-developed trade networks and have great influence in international political and economic organizations such as the United Nations, World Bank, International Monetary Fund. The United States and Western Europe are all part of the global core. All right, so there's our examples, both of how it works, what it is, and who is a part. Okay. Periphery countries are among the least economically developed countries in the world. They often have poor infrastructure and little internal capital to invest in improvement. They may or may not have good natural resources, but in most cases, these resources are underutilized. Many countries in sub-Saharan Africa, Central and Southwest Asia, and Central America are all examples of periphery countries. Okay. Finally, semi-periphery countries are also known as transitional countries. These countries have characteristics of both core and periphery at different times. Most semi-periphery countries are in the process of economic growth and increased influence in the global economy. Countries such as China, India, the United Arab Emirates, Brazil, Mexico, and Malaysia are all examples of traditional countries. Okay, so there's three parts to this: core, periphery, semi-peripheral, periphery, and it wants us to differentiate between those. So we've defined them both, we've given examples of both of them, and we've kind of talked a little bit about how they're different in terms of comparing them to each other. All right. So if we highlight this as we usually do, we have a core region comprised of fully, so that's blue. We have our second section in red. We have our third section in green. Okay. Let's take a look at this on paper. All right. Here we have our question. Here we have our first paragraph containing all three sections of that part of the question. All right, so yours should look very similar to this. Okay,